A customer once got upset because the register showed her shoes were $15. She pointed at the tag and insisted they were only $9. I had to gently explain the number she was pointing at wasn't the price at all. It was the shoe size. At the bakery, a customer once asked me if we could put a sliced loaf back together. Basically, if we could unslice bread. Drive-thru order. Me, what drinks would you like with that? Her, do you have Basha Blast? Me, no, that's a Mountain Dew drink, and we don't carry it. Okay, then I'll take a Mountain Dew. We don't have that either. Then I'll just take a Basha Blast. I had to explain 3 different times that we didn't sell any Mountain Dew. I want a unicorn frappuccino. I'm sorry, we're completely out of the ingredients for that. Can I get you something else instead? Is it because I'm black? No, it's because the drink literally doesn't exist here right now. Customer, do you guys put chicken in the chicken salad? Yes, otherwise it would just be mayo and seasoning. A lady once came in demanding a refund on incense sticks and also money for the curtain she burned. Why? Because apparently we never told her not to lean lit incense against fabric. At the bakery counter, I recommended our coconut cookies. The customer made a face and said, "Oh no, I can't have those. I'm allergic to nuts." I had to explain that coconut isn't a nut. I used to work at an adult store, and you'd be shocked at how many customers would pick up the display models and try them out on themselves. Then they'd get upset when I told them that wasn't allowed. When I worked at SeaWorld, a guest asked for a discount on their ticket because it was raining in Florida. While I was working at Agway, a customer looked at the shopping carts and asked, "Are these for customers?" I said, yes. Then she wanted to know if she could take one home to help carry plants. When I said no, she huffed, "Well, you're no help at all. Thanks for nothing." Back in the late 90s, when I worked at Walmart, we had to answer the phone with, "Thank you for calling your 24-hour city Walmart. How can I help you?" And people still constantly asked, "What time do you close?" Customer on the phone, "I'm looking for a CD. It has that one song. I don't know who sings it. I don't know the name, but they play it on the radio all the time. Do you have it?" Me, "Hello, you've reached ABC Company. Is this XYZ Company?" Me, "No, sorry, you've got the wrong number." "Well then, what's their number?" Me, "I wouldn't know, sir. Can't you just transfer me?" At my dad's coffee shop, a customer pointed at the menu and asked a coworker, "Excuse me, is bacon chicken or beef?" I'll never forget the look on my coworker's face. I worked at a cafe bakery once. A guy ordered a cup of water and a cup of apple cider. 5 minutes later, he came back asking, "Which one is the water?" It was the clear one. At a hardware store, a customer asked me how to tighten a bolt. I said, "Turn it clockwise." He looked confused and said, "All the clocks in my house are digital." I work at a hotel in New Mexico, and about once a month I still get asked, "Do you accept American dollars?" Back when landlines were a thing, I worked at the phone company. A woman called upset because the cord from the wall to her phone was too long. She seriously wanted us to pull it from our end to make it shorter. When I worked at a resort on a bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, guests would sit at the bar and ask, "What's the name of that lake?" while pointing at the open sea. At a coffee shop, a customer once asked if they could sprinkle their loved one's ashes on top of their latte. I had to explain that no, serving human remains in drinks was a health code violation. On a cruise ship, I was walking up some stairs behind an elderly couple. The wife turned to her husband and warned, "Be careful up here, there's gravity." Working at an NHL arena, a girl once looked me dead in the eye and asked why it was so cold. "Ma'am, it's ice hockey." A friend of mine worked at a bookstore near a college. 2 students came up to the counter and asked what the difference between fiction and nonfiction was. One customer left a bad review because the bath toy boats they bought floated, just like they were designed to do. At a restaurant, I've had customers ask what kind of cheese comes on a turkey and cheddar melt. Others asked if pork ribs were pork or beef, and plenty ordered virgin daiquiris, then complained they couldn't taste the alcohol. Someone once tried to return a necklace. When I asked for the item, she pulled out her phone and showed me a picture of the broken necklace, still sitting at her house. When I was a bank teller, an angry customer demanded to know why her checks were bouncing. I showed her that her account was severely overdrawn. She said, "How can I be out of money? I still have checks left in my checkbook." Working in a bakery, someone once asked me, "What's the difference between a carrot bar and a pumpkin bar?" At Victoria's Secret, I once had a customer try to return the underwear she was wearing. At Walmart, a woman returned a watermelon because, according to her, it had too much water in it. Overheard at Baskin-Robbins, a woman buying an ice cream cake for her daughter's birthday asked, "So how long do I put this in the oven?" While working at a museum, a guest argued with me that narwhals aren't real, even though they were standing inside an exhibit about narwhals. A customer once got mad about strawberry yogurt because she swore it shouldn't be pink. According to her, strawberry yogurt is supposed to be white.